I've got my two different size brushes here. I've got a square and a round. And then for my paint, I'm using all, I don't know if you can see it. Let me tilt my camera. I'm using all Apple Barrel acrylics. Okay, so I've already got all my paints laid out. I've got my water, my paper towels. I've got some glitter for later. I'm going to take my purple and my white. And I just used an empty spot in the palette to mix them together. And then with that really light purple, I'm going to fill in the unicorn's face. So first what I like to do is trace the outline. Make sure I get a nice smooth edge. Sorry if my hand is kind of casting a really big shadow, but I kind of like this natural light. Okay, then we're going to outline the mouth. And if you do get outside the line, no big deal, because we are going to fill in the background at the end. And we will do any touch-ups we need to later. Okay, and whatever paint you have on there, you want to spread it all out. We don't want any drips or globs. Make sure you get enough paint on your brush as well. Some more light purple. But your unicorn doesn't have to be purple. I don't usually see a lot of purple unicorns, so I thought this would be kind of fun to try. Okay, outline the cheek. And we're going to outline the hair. Might be a little bit hard to see my sketch. It's really lightly sketched on there. Okay, paint above the eyelid. Make sure I'm not covering any of those lines up, but I will cover up the eyelashes. You can easily put those back in there. Okay. And then the ears are going to be the same color. So I'm just filling out the outside of the ear. Inside. On this side there's an ear, but it's just the back that you can see. So we'll fill all of that one in. I'm going to add some highlights. So on the cheekbone, I'm just going to take a big glob of white. Fill it in. I didn't wash my brush in between doing this, because I want that white to blend in with the purple. Just brightening it up a little bit. Bridge of the nose. Okay, I like where it's at now. So for my next step, I'm going to be filling in the hair. Oh, and you know what? I missed a part of the body. This is part of the unicorn's body, so we're going to fill that in. Okay, now we can do the hair. So I'm going to do some pink hair. Let's see. I'm going to outline where I see the pink lines. I'm using Pink Parfait. I'm going to mix some of that pink with my bright magenta. Okay, so we've got all the hair outlined. My pink, and I'm going to mix it with some white. So I've got pink and white. I'm filling it in right down the middle. If you try this at home, let me know how it goes. Send me a photo, what colors that you picked. I would love to see them. I'm going to try mixing my pink and purple together to make this really pretty shade. Oh, I kind of like that, but I'm going to add white. Now that we filled in this much of the hair, I'm going to go back and fill in the rest of the body with a lighter purple. So I mix purple and white together. And outline along the mane. And if you want to, if you don't want to have to put a frame on this and you want the edges to look nice and clean, you can paint on the sides. Now it's time to do the eyelid. So I think I'm going to do a light pink. Don't worry if your palette is super messy. I make a mess on my palette. Okay, don't want too much paint on my brush, and I'm still using this flat brush. Outline her eyelid, give her some eyeshadow. For the next step, I am going to wash out my brush. Then I'm going to take my rounded brush and plain white, and underneath the bottom circle in the eye and the bottom of the eye, we'll fill it in with white. Now it's already white, but the reason why I fill it in is so that it's not opaque and it matches the texture of the rest of the painting. So we fill in with white. And then we're going to do the color of the eye. So there's a little section here where we're going to fill it in. You can pick whatever color you want. I think I'm going to give my unicorn green eyes. Now same brush, round brush. I'm taking my black paint and I just roll it on the edge of my palette. I'll show you up close. So I take the brush and I just spin it, some paint. That way I don't get too much paint on the brush. You don't want to dip it like a french fry, because then you'll have a glob and a mess. Same round brush. I am going to put the eyelashes on. And then flick my brush up 3 times to make 3 eyelashes. And why don't we just go ahead and give her a little bit more of an outline there. Okay, I will outline the bottom. We'll outline the color of the eye and the eyelid. Cool. So if you prefer, you can use a marker to outline this or have somebody else outline it for you. The outlining does get tricky. Okay, we've got that, and I kind of lost where my sketch was for the nose, so I'm just gonna say like a little sideways U shape there. A little smile. And for my outline on the horse, I'm not going to use black because I think that might be a little too bold. So I wash out my round brush. I'm going to take plain purple. This is Purple Iris. And I will outline the cheekbone, and that's going to cross in front of the neckline. Outline the body. Chin, the lip, the tip of the nose. Sometimes what I like to do is add a drip of water to my acrylic paint, stir it in the palette, twist my brush, and then come back, and it's just kind of thinned down. I'm going to save the unicorn horn for last because I want it to be wet when I put the glitter on. So for my background, I will do blue background. But first I like to outline. We get some nice clean lines. Outline all the hair. Body. Okay, before that dries and leaves the texture, I go back and mop it up. And then I do figure eights or X's, just brushing back and forth, laying my brush flat on the canvas. It's good to do this outline with a smaller brush like this one. I'm still using my flat brush. But then after you do the outline, you can go back with a bigger brush and just fill in the rest. Okay, switch back to my round brush, and I will fill it in with yellow, I will take my glitter. Oh, this glitter has stars in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, I don't even know where this is from, to be honest. It's kind of a chunky glitter. I was impatient. I didn't wait for the rest of it to dry, so it may end up sticking in other places too. This one is called Stardust. Now with the back of my paintbrush, I'm going to take white. Oh, looks like I need more white. I used it all up. And we're gonna put one dot there. Now she's got a little sparkle in her eye. Speaking of sparkle, you can throw some more glitter on there if you want to. Then I like to tap the back of the canvas. And now in the background, if you want, you can add some polka dots, some little stars, anything you want. So thanks for painting with me. See you next time.